Hi everyone. So I made a promise that I would show you what it is that I do with my hair. So here we are. So it's wet. It's not clutch wet when it comes when I come out of the shower. And my hair has a tendency to dry really fast. But this is kind of what it looks like. It's wavy, curly, frizzy. It's got all that. So for those of you who have curly hair, this is not going to be the one where I use my diffuser. This is going to be the session where so many of you are always asking, oh my God, how do you get it to look like that? And what do you do? And so I have a bunch of tricks, and I'm going to share all my tricks of the trade with you today. And there's a lot of tricks of the trade. And I've tested 5 million things out with my hair. And I invite you to use the things that I've done and the methods that I've tried and see if any of it works for you. It's a lot of it is trial and error, so there isn't like a hard and fast rule. But what I can tell you for frizzy and very Persian hair, so I have Persian hair, is that I don't put anything into my hair when I blow dry it. And so today is going to be about blow drying, and I'm going to give you the secrets of what I do, because my hair is really thick and coarse, and silver hair does get really thick and coarse. Most of our hair, hair just loses its melanin and then it gets really coarse. The white ones in the beginning, they just like stand out like Einstein on your head. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a background of what it is that I do because of how the quality of my hair is, and then you guys can choose to do it, and then I'm going to show you, and then we'll clip it, and then we'll insert some other things, and I promise to give you all of the information down at the bottom. It'll be all down at the bottom. You can go look it up, of what curlers I use, what's the blow dryer, and what's the diffuser, and what are these brushes for. And so let me give you a little bit of a step-by-step. So the first step is that I wait till it's a little bit damp. I don't put anything into it, and then I blow dry section by section, which I'm going to show you. And I have about 20 of these brushes, and here's the reason. When I start blow drying my hair, I leave certain portions of it, I leave it in, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And then after I take the brush out, I don't just brush out my hair. So this is like a 2-hour process, depending on how long I can leave the next step in, which is curlers, hot curlers. And I do that because I've tried so many different ways, and I do this once every 10 days, every 12 days, so I don't wash my hair a lot. And when I decide to blow dry it and not diffuse it and curl it, this is a phenomenal method, and it's worth all the 2 hours that I spend. So, first step, get yourself a bunch of these brushes. I know it looks like a really small brush, but it works. It really works for my hair. And you've got to have some hot curlers, and you need some clips. You might need a regular brush to brush your hair with, which I don't even do. And then maybe you need, if your hair dries fast, you'll need a water pump or something. But what I do is I pull it all back, the parts that I'm not working on, so that it don't dry out so much. But right now I'm going to leave it all open, and I'm going to start with the first, and I don't have a mirror in front of me, so forgive me, but I'm going to show you how I set it, how I blow dry it, and it's going to be loud, so we're going to try and take the sound out of this portion of it. Maybe we'll put some music down, you never know. But here's what I do is and this is the piece that I really want you to see, is instead of just blow drying it, pulling it out and blow drying it and getting it flat, I set it, and the first part of the blow dry is on high heat, and I set it like this. So I set it and leave it like this before I pull it out, because that gets it really smooth. So when you watch me angle this down, it's because I want the roots to have a lift. And in order for them to do that, I need to go against the grain. I don't need to go back, I need to go forward. And that's just my hair. I don't know what your hair does, but try it. So once I've done that, then I start pulling it, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So to straighten it, actually. It's weird doing this without a mirror, by the way. I've done this in the car. So what you want to do is you want to kind of pull and then keep straightening. I'm going to show you this with one or two of these, and then I use the clips for the hot curlers, and I just kind of clip this into place and wait till it heats up. Then the next portion that I'm going to do is I'm going to do the front, this side of the front, so you can actually see what it is that I do. Because if I do the back, you won't see it, and I think the front is the most important. And you want to get it, you want to get it nice and smooth. So even with the front, and my hair has layers, so it's going to be it's going to do all different kinds of things with the layers. So now do you understand why I clip it back when I'm doing this? I clip it up into sections, because then it doesn't get mixed and tangled. See, and one of the reasons why I leave it like that in the heat is because it gives it a lot of body. Okay. So imagine doing, 3 or 4 or 5 pieces like this. And then I usually do 5 or 6. Here, I'll show you. I have to do this by feeling. So then I use another brush, and then I go back and I do the same thing. I pull it all the way up, I curl it down, and I put a lot of heat on it before I straighten it. I don't know if you can hear me when I'm talking over this. That's why I turn it off before I talk to you. So once it's kind of straightened and blow dried, then I do that. See? And then I'm going to show you the next step. So I won't do the rest of these until later. You don't really need to see all that. But what you do need to see is what I choose to do. This is for my hair, and then you decide what you want to do for yours. I take the hot curlers, and I do this because my hair, first of all, the reason why leave it in the brushes and let it cool down is because the follicles of my hair, and most probably yours too, hold heat really well. And if you are blow drying and you blow dry and you blow dry and then you just pull it out and you just let the hair go wherever it wants to go, it won't hold the curl. It's like the heat is just going to, from what it does for my hair, it just makes it all frizzy again. So I wait till it cools down in the brushes. See, so this is cooled down now. And it's still, you know, it has a nice curl, but it's still doing its own thing. So I don't want to let it go and do its own thing. And I'm also going to talk to you about the size of the curlers that I put in and why I put them in where. Okay, so baByliss has 4 sizes: biggest size, medium size, smaller, big but also small, and then small, and then really small, and they all come in different colors. So these are essentially the 3 that I use. I use the blue ones in the front to give me more body. Then I use the purple ones up on top in my crown and all the way down the middle of my back, you know. And then every once in a while, I'll need to use these, and I use them down on the bottom because this part becomes really frizzy. So there you have it. Now I'm going to finish my head. You don't have to like be watching this, and then I will show you the final product. And I promise I will take my curlers out, and you can watch me take my curlers out because nobody really believes it. Like they go, "You're kidding, you did something else." I'm like, no, I'm going to show you. I will show you my full head with curlers after I blow dried and put curlers in, and then in about an hour and a half or so when everything is totally cooled down. By the way, the best trick in the world is that you leave the curlers in as long as you can, you know. So if you can do your hair like in the afternoon and then wait till you go out on your date or wherever you're going, just leave them in as long as possible. And then I'll show you. I set it with a little bit of hairspray, tiny little bit of hairspray, not a lot. And I'll come back when this is all done and the curlers is supposed to go out. See you later. Hi everyone. So I promised I would come back with a full head of curlers, and let's just recap real quick. So here I am. Now I have some earrings on because I didn't want to be all totally naked. So let's recap. Lots of brushes. So I first blow dry everything. I leave the brushes in. Once the brushes have cooled down, I take my baByliss hot curlers, which they're going to be down there. These, and I love these because they really hold the heat very well, and because they come in a huge box. So let me show you what the box looks like. Kind of like this. This one happens to be sitting on my makeup table, but they also come in standing up like this. This is what I'm showing you. I use it like that. I bought mine, I don't know, 10 years ago. I love these. Okay. And a really good, strong blow dryer. And lots of clips, more clips than you need. I always say more clips is better. And then what I start doing is I take them, let me just show you I use Sebastian Shaper Plus or Elnet hairspray. This is what I use. And I don't use a lot of it, so I'm going to show you what I do. I just take them out gently. I don't pull them, I just kind of roll them like that. So that I let the curl do what it does. See, like that. And I don't like pull them out, you know, I let them kind of drop. See how it does it all on its own. And so this is about an hour after I set the curlers. Usually I do it a little longer if I have time. But right now, today, everything's a little packed. And see how I let that, there you go. So you let them drop. And in the front, it's going to be interesting to show you. So hold on. Kind of like that, you know, you don't pull them. So you don't pull the curl out. And when I hairspray it, I'll show you why. Kind of have to be very gentle. Like that. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this the way I usually do it because we're in front of a camera. And usually what I do is I put my head upside down. This first one's like super important. See? Remember how I told you about it has to stay up? And I'll show you why in a minute. So what I do is I just do that. Not a lot. And then I wait till it dries. Just a little. By the way, you can purchase these. I don't know what the name of these is, but when they're new, which this one is new and this one is a little older. See how it's gotten worn out? The worn out ones are better. And my hairdresser, my Persian hairdresser told me to go buy these. And they sell them, I think, at Bed Bath & Beyond. Hairspray. You can get them online too. But I love them. I told you I have like 15 or 20. I stopped counting at some point. So, okay, now it's a little drier. You know, I wait till it's dry, and then this is literally all I do. Here, watch. I just do that. I don't even use a comb. I don't use a brush. I don't use a comb. I don't use anything. I don't even have a mirror often. I do this in the car. You know, I set my curls when I'm driving so that they can cool down in the car, you know, like while I'm driving. And this is what I do. And then I get to where I'm supposed to be going and I take it out. Then I step out of the car, I put my hairspray in. Now, I have no idea what this looks like, but you guys can tell me. I mean, I can feel it, but I have a little mirror over there and I can't really see my whole head because it's not angled properly. But there you go. That's it, my silver crown. So if there's anything you have questions on, don't hesitate to ask. You know, you guys can also join me on my page. You can join me in another group. We do a lot of really fun stuff together. And I hope this was helpful. I have no idea what this looks like. But see, this, I don't know if you can see this piece here. Like, you want your roots, you want, and I have to go in front of a mirror and just really take a look at this, but you want your roots to be higher, right? So if you have any questions or anything I can support you with, go ahead and send me an instant message here on Facebook, or just send me a message. You know, you can also email me if you don't want to do it through Facebook. And I'm excited that we got to do this together, even though I have no idea what it looks like. I send you lots of love, and thanks for watching.